This draft did not go as expected. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the fantasy positions that matter most, then a couple surprising moves. All right, Geoffrey, let's start with the quarterbacks.
Yes, sir.
So everybody knew that Cam Ward was going to the Tennessee Titans, so we're not going to hold you on that one. First pick of the draft, super straightforward, not much of a surprise. But the Giants bypassing Shedeur Sanders at 3, trading back into the first round to draft Jaxson Dart is crazy. I was not foreseeing that. I did know there was a connection between Dart and the Giants, but I figured they'd go Shedeur Sanders. Trading back in the first, getting your defensive player at 3, then coming back and getting your quarterback for the future? Giants, are y'all making good moves now? This is weird. Not used to that. I think Cam Ward's going to be fine. I'm not overly impressed with him. I like that he has a strong arm. But as far as number 1 overall picks go, ho-hum, not really super excited. Jaxson Dart, on the other hand, I do like his ability to run, and I think he should be good for New York. They're improving their defense, and he has Malik Neighbors to lean on. I think they did a good job. Weird. Not used to that. Moving on to the running back position. Ashton Jeanty went at 6 to the Las Vegas Raiders. That was pretty expected. There was a smoke screen about the Jacksonville Jaguars getting him, but they had some other plans, let's just say. I'll get to that when we start talking about wide receivers. I like Ashton Jeanty. Ashton Jeanty going to the Las Vegas Raiders is fantastic. Top 10 pick, you know he's going to get used heavily. Pete Carroll loves to use his running backs. I do hope they grab some offensive linemen later in the draft, maybe a wide receiver as well. But great start, love what they're doing. Are the Raiders going to be solid next year? That could be cool. There were only 2 running backs drafted in the first round this year. Ashton Jeanty and Omarion Hampton for the LA Chargers. Yes. Hampton was my number 2 running back in this year's class. It was close between him and Travion Henderson. They just do slightly different things. I think that he has the ability to be a 3-down bell cow running back. 6 foot, 221 pounds, big boy. And he ran a 4.46. That's fast for a guy weighing 221 pounds. That's the same weight and speed as LaDainian Tomlinson. Not saying he's going to be LaDainian Tomlinson, but Harbaugh drafting a running back in the first round? Oh, they going to use him. First round running backs get tread. Now, I know Najee Harris just got brought there, but he didn't get brought there for big money, and first round running backs speak for themselves. He's going to get used. Next to wide receivers, please. The Carolina Panthers got Bryce Young some help. Tetairoa McMillan, a.k.a. T-Mac, drafted 8th overall. He's a big, strong wide receiver, 6'4", 219, great at contested catches. Bryce Young needs a big receiver. He's a little guy. Needs a big receiver so he can just, grab it out of the air. I like it more for Bryce Young than for T-Mac, but if Bryce Young's going to turn in anything, he's going to need some good receivers, and I think this counts. T-Mac should be good. He's going to be the guy. My Tampa Bay Buccaneers grabbed a wide receiver in the first round. What? Second wide receiver off the board, pick 19. Emeka Egbuka, a great route runner with high IQ. It does make me wonder, are they concerned about Chris Godwin coming back on time? Seems like they would do similar things. Regardless, that receiving core gonna be nice. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Egbuka? Yeah. Baker Mayfield gonna be cooking this year, baby. Let's go. And at 23 overall, we have Matthew Golden going to the Green Bay Packers. That boy is fast. I mean fast. He ran a 4.29 in the 40. Wow. Green Bay Packers needed them at number 1. First round draft pick. I think they just got one. It's going to be a deep receiving core. You got Matthew Golden, Jaden Reed, Christian Watson, and Romeo Doubs. Plus, y'all know they like to sling it to the tight end, too. Let's see what you can do, Jordan Love. You got the weapons. Oh, sorry for burying the lead. Travis Hunter. The Jacksonville Jaguars traded up to get Travis Hunter with the 2nd overall pick. Wow. I did not see that coming. Good pick, though. They gave up a decent amount to get him, but you kind of have to get the number 2 overall pick. I like this for the Jaguars. Travis Hunter doesn't have to worry about coming in being the number 1. He's number 2 behind Brian Thomas Jr. He can play both sides of the ball. because he's not going to be the focal point on offense. This helps Trevor Lawrence because he gets another receiver to throw it to. Great job, Jaguars. I actually think you did well there. Yes, I'm a little biased. I have Trevor Lawrence on my Dynasty team. Let's go, Trevor! One of my 3 Dynasty teams. The Chicago Bears go Colston Loveland with the 10th overall pick. He's a good tight end. I was a little surprised it wasn't Tyler Warren, but Loveland's good. Good route runner, moves kind of like a wide receiver. Caleb Williams' offense is stacked. Got this new tight end, DJ Moore, Roma Doomsday. I don't know what's happening to Keenan Allen. I don't know where he is at the moment. I don't think he's going to be on the roster. But even if it's just those other 2 and this tight end, with the run game and a new offense, Bears could be pretty solid. The Indianapolis Colts took Tyler Warren. Warren was the #1 guy on my board for the tight end position. The kid's versatile, great at yards after the catch, and he's a red zone threat. I've heard some people compare him to Mark Andrews. Grabbing a young Mark Andrews is good. I don't know what's happening with his quarterback situation, but him as a talent, he's good. Hopefully the Colts can figure out who's going to throw him the ball. Anthony Richardson, are you really going to lose your job to Daniel Jones? Tighten up, bro. Tighten up. All right, those are the major fantasy positions. Let me scroll through and see if any offensive linemen are going to help these quarterbacks. Patriots draft Will Campbell, offensive tackle. You got to keep your quarterback healthy. I think this is a good play for them. Jets also shore up their offensive line with Armin Mimbo. The Saints get Kelvin Banks. I don't know who the quarterback's going to be because Derek Carr is hurt, but they needed offensive line help. If the Dallas Cowboys are going to pay Dak Prescott all that money, you might as well keep him upright. They get an offensive guard rated 2nd at the position. Nice. Tyler Booker. That boy was excited he got drafted by the Cowboys. The Seattle Seahawks got sick of watching Geno Smith run for his life, so they drafted Gray Zabel. It won't help Geno because he's gone, but Sam Darnold needs some help. You don't want him seeing ghosts. The Minnesota Vikings want to keep J.J. McCarthy healthy because they don't have Sam Darnold to save him this year. So they drafted Donovan Jackson, 24th overall, offensive guard. In addition to trading for Larry Tunsil, the Commanders got another offensive tackle, Josh Connerly Jr., offensive tackle. Hey, keep your franchise quarterback upright and healthy. Kid's gonna be a star. Make sure you learn how to slide, young blood. And the Kansas City Chiefs got tired of watching Patrick Mahomes run for his life, so they gave him some offensive line help. Josh Simmons, coming off of an injury, but he's the 3rd highest offensive line rank in this draft. I'd say that helps. Get healthy. Patrick Mahomes will need you. He was running for his life in the Super Bowl. Also one of my dynasty quarterbacks. Keep that man upright. Patrick Mahomes, they're doing everything they can. Offensive line, wide receivers. They might even draft you a running back. I'm looking forward to a little more razzle-dazzle this year. Maybe not win every game by 3 points. Let's score 24 to 30 a little more often. And when you do, let's get those numbers up, my boy. Hearing a lot of chatter. This year you shut some people up. So what did you think about the first round? Who went too high? Who went way too low? Who were you surprised did not get drafted? It's only the first round. Got 6 more to go. Let me know down in the comments. Overall, okay fantasy day. 2 quarterbacks of relevance, 2 running backs of relevance, 3 wide receivers, and 2 tight ends. 9 first-round picks. That's most of the first round in your Dynasty League. There'll be more surprises tomorrow. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell down below. Good luck in the rest of this draft. I cannot wait for tomorrow. I'm gonna get this out to you tonight, and I'll be back tomorrow. I was having some technical difficulties, but ain't nobody worry about that. Give me that content. See you soon, Ben Nation. Peace.